pledged to make agriculture and education a priority if his party is returned to power. Government's $13.5 billion tax package continues to be a sticking point for the opposition PNP. Dr. Phillips insists that the shift to indirect taxation will have a negative effect on the poor, blaming the tax package on the JLP's 1.5 election promise, moving the income tax threshold to $1.5 million.
Just look on how many people regret that them did buy the full promise them that was made before in the last election. Them get a promise and them broke the promise, and all them can feel is hardship upon hardship upon hardship. You can only solve the problem of ignorance through political education.
In the meantime, Dr. Phillips plans to place more emphasis on agriculture. He says farmers need better infrastructure like irrigation and more help to market their produce.
Our farmers, especially our smaller farmers, need access to their titles so that them can go to bank and join the modern economy and upgrade their production systems.
Regarding the education sector, Dr. Phillips believes his strategy will help to deliver first-class education to every Jamaican child.
It will require mobilizing our communities to support schools. It will require more training and for leadership for the teachers. It will require stronger school management. The other party can't do it. The next PNP government will make it happen.
Meanwhile, former PNP President P.J. Patterson also endorsed Peter Phillips while offering words of encouragement.
Comrade leader, we know you will lead it by example, but you must also enforce discipline at every level. We expect you to reignite the embers of dedication and the flame of volunteerism, which are so essential to securing the political ascendancy of the People's Party, the National Party. We are here and we are promising you will not walk alone.
And there is still some debate about the democratic process in the party in light of Dr. Peter Phillips being the sole nominee for the post of a PNP president. Before being elected by acclamation yesterday, Dr. Phillips was unsuccessful on 2 occasions in his bid for the PNP presidency. Analysts are therefore questioning the lack of competition if it may hurt the PNP this time around.
I think, though, it would have served the party a little bit better if there was a challenge for leadership inside the party. I think so.
This coming from someone in the party where Andrew Holness himself was not challenged.
And you saw what happened after. You saw exactly what happened after that. So,
meaning what?
Meaning in terms of the leadership challenges that we had in our own Jamaica Labour Party over
meaning Mr. Shaw and Mr.
Holness and that sort of a thing. So, I mean, certainly a challenge for leadership would make you stronger, give you a stronger mandate as a leader, and give you a stronger authority to govern.
It's still democratic if there's only one person who runs, as long as the process was fair and open to all, and that was done. So I don't see anything wrong with Dr. Phillips being the only person in the race.
I think consecutively the party has decided that for their own survival, their own self-interest and self-preservation, they have decided to take a step which provides the form of unity going forward. I don't think it makes them any weaker. I think what this challenge is going to be is what is his strategy going forward in terms of ensuring that all segments in the movement are working assiduously towards one particular vision.
And with calls for new blood to join the PNP, questions are again being raised about PNP Chairman Robert Pickersgill. He has still not indicated when he will step down from that post.
Whenever that comes around, you'll definitely hear it. It will not be a secret.
And no thoughts on a timeline yet?
If I have a timeline, I'll discuss that first with the party. I couldn't discuss it with the press before the party.
With non-communicable diseases (NCDs) accounting for 79% of deaths in Jamaica, the Health Ministry is trying to reduce that figure through a fitness program dubbed Jamaica Moves. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton gave details of the program on TVJ's Smile Jamaica this morning. He said with just 30 minutes of physical activity, the risk of developing many NCDs can be reduced.
An initiative for some time, but officially we will kick off on the 7th of next month. That's on a Friday. The activity will kick off in Emancipation Park from 12 to 10 p.m., 12 noon to 10 p.m., divided in two main slots between 12 and 4:30. We'll be doing screening, private screening, so persons can determine their health profile, get their blood pressure checks, and so on. Beyond that, we're going to engage in a series of activities that represents physical activity that is enjoyable, that is fun.
Director of Non-Communicable Diseases, Dr. Tamu Davidson, says many of the diseases are preventable.
80% of heart disease, diabetes, stroke, if we intervene and address our lifestyle. So there are many different risk factors for NCDs, but certainly a big proportion is around the lifestyle risk factor.
Right. The migration of teachers continues, with more Jamaican educators being recruited by overseas agents. Education Minister Ruel Reid says though the government cannot prevent teachers from migrating, he intends to use technology to fill that gap. More from Simone Golding.
Education Minister Ruel Reid says the government has no control on whether or not a teacher migrates. Speaking at the Micro University College Education Series launch on Friday, he says many job opportunities are available overseas and more will be available in coming years.
And there are millions of those jobs that are going to be available in the next couple of years simply because of aging population and a shift in demographics and interest in the new world economy.
He said migration is out of his control. However, the opportunities in education are endless because of technology. Mr. Reid said he is now examining how technology can be used to produce quality teachers and improve lecturing. He noted that changing the strategy for education can help to improve Jamaica's economic fortunes.
Educators have a better appreciation where we are as a country, and in fact, why is it going to be so urgent for us to change our approaches, not only to mitigate against the impact of migration, but imperative to improve education outcome, to get everybody trained and certified in a hurry so we can build a strong economy, a prosperous Jamaica, so people will have higher levels of income, moving our GDP per capita from US $5,500 to $60,000 per annum.
Meanwhile, Kingston's Custos, Stedman Fuller, says Jamaica needs to keep up with the progress of where the world is heading, and we should take advantage of these opportunities.
To be productive and equipped to take advantage of opportunities available globally, you must keep up with the times. We cannot be in kindergarten when the practice of the first world is at mastery level.
Simone Golding reporting for TVJ News.
Member of Parliament for Western Hanover, Ian Hales, is again calling for the resumption of hanging to address crime in Western Jamaica. Mr. Hales made the call yesterday as he toured the Dias community following the gruesome murder of 3 persons Friday night.
We live amongst animals, and I don't mean the one you raise in the pen or the pets you have. We live amongst animals, because another human being should not be able to do this to another Jamaican or another person, another being. But we have animals amongst us. Animals amongst us that comes in and kill off people at free will.
He adds that the government needs to make tougher decisions on how to solve the issue of crime.
Do we go back to hanging? Do we slaughter those that slaughter honest, decent, hard-working citizens across this country? And I think it's time we will now have to seriously look at bringing back hanging in this country. Enough is enough. It can't continue like this.
In news overseas, Russia's opposition leader has been jailed for 15 days. Alexei Navalny was found guilty of resisting police orders during yesterday's anti-corruption demonstration in Moscow. He was fined for helping to organize the demonstration. Mr. Navalny was among several hundred people who were detained in connection with the rallies across the country. Now to news in sports. The Queen's School is seeking to reclaim its glory days at the ISA Boys and Girls Championships set for March 28 to April 1. The school has employed 2 former Boys Champ stars to guide them to this objective.
Former St. Elizabeth technical track star Carlos Samuels is now the head coach of the Queen's School track and field team and is looking to make an immediate impact. Samuels has been at the helm of the Queens since January 2016 and has alongside him Olympian and former Calabar Sprint Hurdles star Maurice Wignall as the school seeks to re-emerge at Boys and Girls Champs. While not having aspirations to challenge for the girls' title, Coach Samuels says they still have big targets for champs.
Well, the objective is to try to get the school in the
Crystal Shaw will be hoping to be a part of the team for years to come. She will contest the Class 4 100 meters and the 70-meter hurdles, which she won at the corporate.
I've been doing well, improving on my time and taking time and coming up in the top.
Class 3 discus thrower Gabrielle Henry is carrying medal hopes for the school and feels she disappointed in placing 3rd at the corporate championships.
Well, at the meet, I planned to come first, but because of how I was feeling today, it didn't work out. So the distance I threw, I wasn't really proud of it because I knew I could do better. But coming this season, it will be going over 40 that I want to accomplish.
Although in her final year, Class 1 200 and 400 meter runner Danielle Thompson is looking to lead the team in its resurgence bid.
I'm looking forward to it. I think for this year for Queens it should be a good year. We have a lot of new talents coming up, fresh legs. I think overall Queens, just look out for Queens, we should have a good championship. It's a small team, but it's a good team.
The Queen's School, along with Excelsior, remain the only corporate area teams to have won the girls' title at Champs. Jermaine Brown reporting for TVJ Sports.
And that's the Midday News. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Join us for primetime news at 7. On behalf of our news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.